Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Jess Althea's channel. Thank you for tuning in to this video. I'll be doing a simple everyday makeup on my sister's face. Big up my sister for volunteering, for allowing me actually to do a face of makeup on someone. For the first time, you would see that I was cleaning her face with some makeup wipes. And then I went in to moisturize. Yes, you must moisturize your face. That will allow for and to assist with the seamless application of your foundation. Also, it allows it protects the skin as well. And so I went in with my Pond's Replenishing Moisturizer that you can use on a daily basis. Use whatever moisturizer that you have in your makeup bag. I gave her the mirror so that she's able to also look at what I was doing, because it was a learning process for her as well. I then went in with my Milk Hydro Grip primer. This primer is good for the tropical weather because it allows for your foundation to adhere to your face. So I went in mostly in those problem areas, the T-zone that would cause for oils to build up naturally in those areas. And then I went in all over the face to allow for a canvas that was ready to accept the foundation. I was preparing. I was not fully ready. I did go in next with a NYX Total Foundation. I'll put all the names of the products used in the description box below. Please bear in mind that the color, the undertone, and the color of the foundation and most of the other products that I used were not her shades. These were products that I brought home for myself to utilize while I was on vacation. So I utilized what I had. She did not bring any products down herself, so I utilized what I had. So here I am applying the foundation with my flathead brush, and the shade was a tad bit off. She seems to have a more pinkish undertone and I have a more warm yellowy undertone, so bear that in mind. So we blend and allow cover lightly. It was an everyday makeup look, so just covering lightly, just to give the face a more natural, clean, not overdone effect. All right, again, she was looking in the mirror just to ensure that it looked seamless, and I think she approved. I then was getting ready to apply, my apologies, to apply the concealer. I went in with the NYX HD concealer. Again, the shade was not hers, and you will notice in this aspect of the video we had a little bit of challenges because evidently I was doing this for the first time, and she was not accustomed to having someone apply makeup to her face, and so there was some discomfort in applying the concealer under eye. I had to be careful so that I didn't cause any injury and just to work as best as I could to ensure that it was seamless as possible. So let's take that in. Again, remember the concealer is putting back some dimensions in the face, and it is concealing. As you can see, she has some darkness under her eyes, so we were trying to conceal that aspect just very lightly. And so I was dabbing in, trying not to cause any injury to her actual eyes. It was not an easy process. We just give kudos to all the MUAs out there who do this on a daily basis. You know your craft and you do it wonderfully, most of you. So we dab in just a little bit on her forehead. Again, we were just bringing back light into the natural areas of the face where light falls on your face naturally. We then went in with a little bit of concealer over the eyes as well. We were having a conversation about the use of the concealer. I think I had made an error and said it was the primer, but we corrected that. Yes, we had applied concealer. Here I am now applying some over the eyelids, creating a base for the eyeshadow that I will be placing later on in this video. Also canceling some of the dark shadows on the eyelid as well, so that the, again, prepping the eyelids for the eyeshadow that I will be placing later on in this video. Again, looking in the mirror for approval. And I am actually doing a voiceover because I'll tell you later. So here I am applying my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Foundation. It's a flawless filter foundation. Again, the name of it will be in the description box below, and that was to just seal the concealer in, to avoid creasing. I think at this point in time I was just rushing a bit because, yes, standing and doing someone's makeup is not an easy process, especially when you're not accustomed to it. It was hot. We were sitting on the veranda as we know it in the Caribbean, on the porch as we know it other places in the world. And yes, I was doing a voiceover because, again, we were on the porch and there were a lot of noises, cars, cows, chickens, dogs. All these things had a background sound for which I had to eliminate the original sound and do a voiceover. Now you see me going in with my CoverGirl bronzer, just again to put back some contour. We're not contouring, but just to bring back the natural contour of the face and just putting back some color into her cheeks and on her forehead. Again, under the chin as well, so that she does not look so bland and blank. Yes, this is what we do when we actually utilize the bronzer. Sometimes we'll go overboard to just do some more chiseling in the contouring, but that was not necessary. Again, this is an everyday look just to bring out a fresh, beautiful face, a beautiful face that she already has, just to bring out her natural features to the forefront. All right, then I'm gonna go in with a deeper shade of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Foundation. And again, it will be listed in the description box below, and it's just sealing in the other creamy items that I utilized on her face, just sealing in the foundation for longevity so that it doesn't slide around again. We're in a tropical climate, and so when you put these creamy items on the face, if they're not sealed in well with your powders, then during the day it will tend to crease and slide around on your face. Here you see me going in with my spoolie just to brush the brows out, bring them up in an upward position so that I am able to carve them out. And you will see me going in next with my NYX Thicket. Again, be mindful of the fact that I am utilizing the shade that belongs to me, and this was not her perfect shade. And there you have it. It allows for the brows to stick to the face somewhat and to maintain their shape when I carve it out with the microbrow pencil that you will be seeing me utilize to carve out and fill in the hairlines of her brow. Now, this was an absolute more difficult process for me than I realized that it would have been. There you see me carving out the top brow of her, the top aspect of her left brow, and then the under aspect to just give some shape and fullness and structure to her brows. Then utilizing the spoolie just to ensure that the hairs are going in the correct direction. The front aspect of her brow hairs go in an upward direction, and then for the most part her hairs are veering to the side somewhat. So that's what you see me doing at this point. Fast forward, you see that I did the second brow as well. It was an absolute mess. I confess this was the most difficult aspect of the process. So I then utilized some concealer to start carving the brows out in a more clean manner, and I'm telling you, I can do this on my face easily, and it created such a task just to have this done on her. Again, I was getting a little bit tired and a little bit impatient, and so the brows ended up being more like second cousins as opposed to even twin sisters. They were so different from each other. But again, this is the first time I was doing someone else's makeup officially and on camera, mind you. So I give myself some credit for persisting and I give her some credit as well, having looked in the mirror and seeing me tarnish her brows. So again, I am so grateful for her to have allowed me to do this practice session on her face. The right brow, I think, came out much better than the left brow. So here we have her looking and examining. She pointed out that one was larger than the other, and yeah, tried to salvage it somewhat by making the right brow a bit tinier, but did not come out as we both desired. So you'll see me moving on now to applying some blush. The lighting did change a bit. The sun started to set, and so the lighting was a tad different. So I apologize for that. So I went in with some blush from my BH palette. It had 3 shades of pink, for which I mixed and applied to her cheeks, and then I dabbed it in with the foundation brush so that it was not overpowering, because again we were just going for a light everyday makeup look and we didn't want anything to be overly outstanding on her face. So that's what we just accomplished, and I'm not sure what we were doing next. All right, so yes, we started to do the eyeshadow. Again, this is one of my BH palettes that I really love. I love the shades during the process, and they are also very applicable for the fall. We were adjusting the zoom on the camera so that we were able to see better what we were doing with her eyelids. All right, so again, we're going in with the eyeshadow and we're trying to just create an area. We both have hooded eyelids, and so I was just trying to see how high up initially I was going to be going with the first shade. Then I went in with this darker shade just to define the eye a little bit, and then blended it in. A lot of blending. I apologize for being before the camera. Again, it's my first session of doing makeup on camera, and so it was a little bit awkward at times positioning myself so that I was able to do an appropriate job, and also that you guys would be able to see. So there you have it, me blending in the darker shade over her eyelid just to create a crease area. And then I went in on the other side to do exactly the same thing and just check in my work to see if it was well, just a little bit more blending in with these matte shades. We didn't go in with any shimmer because again, it was a daytime look and we didn't want anything too overpowering on the eyes that would take away from that natural appearance of her beautiful face. We were discussing the colors utilized, and again, it was a learning process for her as well. So we were having conversations about the things I was using, the products, the effect they have on the face. There you have me going in with the brush that I utilized for the bronzer just to do a light contour of her nose. It was not even noticeable, just to bring back a little bit of color again to her face and nose as well. All right. I think she was loving the look and admiring what was being done. All right, so next, I went in with my Thrive Cosmetic mascara. Again, this was very awkward. Anything around the eye area except for the eyeshadow was just a little bit awkward because you just didn't want to cause any harm or damage to the eyes, and both of us were not accustomed to doing this. I was not accustomed to doing it on someone else, and she was not accustomed to having it done. So yeah, we did the best we could under the circumstances. However, I think she liked the look. It elongated her lashes. Very good product to have. I would recommend all the time. Apart from wearing falsy lashes, this is the actual mascara that I utilize on my going out days, apart from work. All right, so now you'll see me going in with some highlighter, and I utilized my Hello Halo highlighter from Wet and Wild. I think that she enjoyed this aspect of the look mostly. I think she commented that, wow, this did something. So just to bring a little bit of a sparkle to the face. Again, bringing back the light into the areas of the face that the sun hits naturally. And so just highlighted right above the cheeks. So you have your bronzer, then you have a little blusher, and then the highlighter, that triple tiered effect. All right, so then I went in with some lip products to finish off the look. I did use my NYX Powder Puff Lippy just to add a little bit of color to her lips. There was not even any much shade. It was a light neutral shade. And then I went in with the lip gloss. Again, it was a NYX Butter Gloss, and I believe this is in the shade Butterscotch, just to finish up the lips. And then I will encourage her just to bite her lips together to get the product all over. And that's it for the lips. And I think that's it for the face. That she was admiring the look. So that's the full face of makeup that I did on my sister. Guys, if you like the outcome, please do comment in the comments below. Please like and share and subscribe on my channel. Again, thanks for watching Jess Althea's channel.